Hello, movie lovers. Yes, it's Friday afternoon. Here with Bob.
Oh, where are you going now?
What is thy bidding, my master?
Yeah, you're with Bob. You're here on Cosburn Avenue, Toronto, Ontario, Canada. Just been thinking about a few things. It's cold here, man. It's cold. Yeah, well, I'm inside. I went shopping for groceries Monday or Tuesday when it was not too bad out, but it's kind of cold, so hopefully anybody that's outside's bundled up. You know, I've been thinking about cold. There's people here that line up outside at the food bank. You know, it's terrible, terrible place, but there's a food bank down the street by the church, and people line up. Well, last time I saw them, they were outside lining up, so I can't see how it changed, but maybe it has. But imagine lining up for food. Man, you'll freeze your left nut off. Yeah, and if not, you're there any longer in line, you'll probably freeze your left nut off or right nut off, or you'll be frozen. What about the people lining upside for these shots and stuff? COVID? You know, you gotta get a shot in your arm, your second one, your first one, your third one, whatever. I gotta get my third one. I gotta get my booster shot, right? I mean, I got my first two shots, but middle of January, I'm supposed to be heading down to Shoppers. I gotta check and see. I gotta go down to Shoppers soon. I gotta go down and pick up some pills, Bob and his pills. Everybody, most old people take pills. Can't get away from them. Most of them. Not. I don't think every old person takes a pill. I'm old, but I'm not that old. But yeah, I take pills. So I gotta go down there and say, how do you, what do you do with the booster shot? Do you just walk in, or do you gotta make an appointment? Or now you gotta make an appointment online. So every time you turn around, things change. Anyway, it's cold here in Toronto. So let's warm up. Whoa! Boy, that'll put hair on top of your hair. Oh, excuse me. It's a lovely day in the neighborhood. Let's talk about movies. That's what we're here for. All right, let's talk about movies. Batman. Oh, that's the TV show. Batman, 1989. Michael Keaton. Boy, there was an uproar in the early, well, not early 80s, but in 80, say 88, when people started hearing Michael Keaton, Batman, man, they were running this guy down left and right. You should have heard all the horror stories. Every time you went to a comic book store, that's all they talked about. Michael Keaton being Batman and all this stuff. Well, he fooled them. As far as I know, it's a great Batman movie. 1989, Batman, yeah, it gets a 9 from me. Yeah, I give it a 9. It's my channel. All right, what else did I watch? I watched it on the movie channel. Of course, I watched it numerous times. Batman Returns. Michael Keaton. Danny DeVito. Right? Yeah. 1990, I believe. Yeah, I watched this on the movie channel, too. It happened to have I'm sitting here, it's on the movie channel. So, yeah, I watched that. Yeah, The Penguin. Yeah, gets an 8. I give it an 8. Yeah. Hold on. Had to have a rest there. Whoa. It's good for you. It makes your blood kind of like flow freely. All right. And I watched this. This is one I watched on TCM. It's a Western. It's one of those hour, 70-minute long Westerns. They go by real quick. The Rustlers, 1949. Two cowboys are taken for rustlers after winning marked money at a roulette. At the bar. Yeah. They win some money. Of course, it's marked. So now the sheriff thinks these guys are the rustlers. Of course, they're not, but But yeah, it's Tim Holt. Everybody knows Tim Holt. Western guy? Come on, he's been in hundreds of Westerns. No, must have been hundreds of Westerns. And Richard Martin, his buddy, his partner. Yeah, ladies, man, eh? Something like this all. Anyway, I gave it a 6. It was fun. I don't have to watch it again, but I did watch it again. I probably watched this movie a few times over the years. But it's fun. It's an hour or something. You know, not that long. Anyway, oh yeah, then I watched this one. In A View to Kill. James Bond having fun. Dishing out the fun. Yeah. She's the one that climbs up to the top and takes a dive, jumps off, and she's got a parachute on. Yeah, it's fun. And then there's the scene, what is it, in outer space? Where they both, one guy, they come out of the spaceship and they come out of the ship that's up there and they start shooting at each other, right? With space guns. Hey man, that sounds familiar. But it's fun, it's James Bond. You gotta sit here. Most James Bond movies, most of them, you know, we all know, most James Bond movies, you gotta sit there, or even if you go to the show, you gotta take these with a grain of salt. Which means sit down, you know, munch on some popcorn, suck back a Coke or something, and then watch it, right? And you can't really think about these. You don't be doing too much thinking. They're all good movies. It's all, what's that word? Escapists? Or some kind of word like that. But yeah. What did I give this one? I gave it a 7. Nothing wrong with that. James Bond. I got all the James Bond movies, I think, except for, or do I have them all? I think I had them all but maybe one, but I gotta check. But I think I got them all. I even ordered the new one, but the new one's coming at the end of January. It's the #1 movie here on sales on Amazon here in Canada. But mine's coming at the end of January. But yeah, I think it was $22 or something like that. Well, $22. I don't do that often, but I got a, what do you call a card, right? You know, for Christmas, right? Amazon card. Get the James Bond movie. But I rented it before, last week, couple of weeks ago, I rented it on Movie Channel here. Paid $6.99 to rent it. I usually don't do that either, but I couldn't wait any longer to watch it. So I had a great time watching it, and I thought it was fantastic. I liked it. Now I wonder what are they gonna do now with this James Bond character, right? Wonder what's gonna happen. I can't say anymore. I'm not saying anything, but it's like, wonder what's gonna happen. How's this gonna work out? Anyway, A View to Kill. James Bond. Shaken, not stirred. I think that's what he says, isn't he? Anyway, yeah, View to Kill. All right, what else did Bob watch? What else did I watch? Gonna get going with these videos. Oh! Woohoo! A Song of Names. Movie Channel. Yeah, first time watch with this one. First time. Song of Names, 2019, I think it was. 40 years later, a man gets his first clue as to what happened to his childhood best friend. Tim Roth, Cleve Owen, and Catherine McCormick. Right? Well, his father brings a young guy home to live with him. He's a Jewish boy. He plays the violin, right? As time goes by, a few years, not too many years, but he gets the chance to play at this big place, well-known place, right? The little boy that his father brought home. Anyway, there, it's all filled out. His father rented the place. There's people there. It's filled up to capacity and everything. Well, the guy never showed up. Yeah, he never showed up. He just disappeared, never to be seen again. 35 years later, the guy's son, real son, when they were young and living together, finds him. Right? So there you go. Boy. And his father lost everything. He had to pay back all the money and everything that he ever did to put this on. Yeah. Anyway, that was Song of Names. Tim Roth and Cleve Owen. I gave it an 8. It's a pretty good movie. You haven't seen that one? It's worthwhile. Nobody's getting shot and killed or their head chopped off or busting windows or anything like that. It's just a story. What else did I watch? Oh, Confessions of a Nazi Spy. TCM.
I am your father.
You don't know what's out there.
No tree. Tree's down. Yeah. Haven't been put in the basement yet, you know, storage. It's out in the balcony. But you notice nothing on the shelves back there. No nutcrackers around. Nothing hanging in the windows. That's all gone. I'll put away. Except for this. This is the last thing to be put away. I don't know where I'm going to put it. Yeah. It has to stay up here. I might have to put it in the closet or something. But yeah, I'm not putting it downstairs in the basement. Confessions of a Nazi Spy. 1939. 1939, people. What happens in 1939? What happened? Yeah. An FBI agent nabs a Nazi spy, the weak link in a chain across the United States. You know, the Nazis back in 39, they were causing trouble and, you know, stuff like that. Edward G. Robinson plays a good part. I've seen this movie before. And Francis Letter, George Sanders. Give it a 7. Confessions of a Nazi Spy. Yeah, I've seen it a few times over the last 25 years. All right, what else? TCM, 1947, film noir. Repeat performance. A Broadway star kills her husband on New Year's Eve. Then, eerily, gets her wish to live the year over. Something like Groundhog Day in a roundabout way. Not the same, but different. Yeah, Joan, Leslie, Louis Hayward, and Richard Basehart. One of his first roles, I believe. Anyway, 7. Give it a 7. It's a worthwhile watch. Just, you know, it's pretty good. Oh, she gets to live the year over again. Make sure she tries to do things right through the year. Not wrong. But, yeah, it's all right. Film noir. All right, and then I watched The Suicide Squad. You know, the new one, 2021. Armed supervillains trek through a dangerous island jungle on a search and destroy mission. First time watch. Margot Robbie, Idris Elba, and John Cena. Well, it's all right, eh? Like, it's all right, but it's hard to explain. I liked it, but there were some things, right? It's hard to, I'm not going to pull them all apart, but there's some things in it I didn't like, but it's a, what do you call them movies? Ho-hum movie? Yeah, I gave it a 7. A 7. Would I watch it again? More than likely. I'd probably give it another watch, but it's not the greatest thing. The first one was pretty good, but this one, it gets a 7. I don't know. Don't know about it. It's kind of got mixed, mixed feelings for it. And then I watched, on TCM also, I watched Music for Millions, 1944. June Allison. She's a nice looking girl, June Allison. Jimmy Durante, right? And Margaret O'Brien. She's a little girl. She's about 7 here. 7, 8, maybe 7, something like 7 or 8. An orchestra leader's right-hand man, that's Jimmy Durante, becomes friends with Margaret O'Brien. Now, June Allison becomes pregnant, right? She's already pregnant when the movie starts. Her husband's off to the war, and she hasn't been getting any letters for the last three months or something. She's not getting any letters, so she's worrying, right? And the girls are all worrying about her. So yeah, pretty good. It's an interesting movie. I've seen it before. I'll probably watch it again if nothing else is on, or one, you know what I mean? One of those moments when, yeah, I'll watch it. 7. Give it a 7. All right, we're getting near the end for you. And then Movie Channel here again, Movie Channel, Rogers. I watched Ailo's Journey, 2019. Ailo's a newborn reindeer. It's about a little baby reindeer and his mother, right? How they travel back and forth, you know. Embarks on an incredible odyssey with the help of his mother. Donald Sutherland narrates, right? Narrates, there you go. Yeah, Movie Channel. It was interesting. I thought it was, you know, fun to watch the little reindeer being born and tromping off behind its mother, and the mom's protecting it, and a year later, right? I thought it was interesting. I enjoyed it, totally enjoyed it. Would I watch it again? Sure. I'd watch it again. I gave it a 7. Yep, I gave it a 7. It's cold here. I keep telling you that, right? Yeah, it's cold here in Toronto. And then I watched this one. RoboCop. RoboCop. Yeah, everybody knows RoboCop, right? Peter Weller, Nancy Ellen. A cop who dies in the line of duty gets transformed into a cyborg. But when he comes to and all that, all he wants is revenge. He wants to kill these fuckers that, destroyed his life and put him in this contraption, really, right? So yeah, I gave it an 8. We all know RoboCop. There was a couple more RoboCops. There was a TV show RoboCop. There was animation RoboCop. And years later, they made a remake of the RoboCop, which wasn't too bad. Wasn't that great, but yeah. So yeah, I gave it an 8. RoboCop. It's $1.50 down at the thrift store. Remember? Not bad for $1.50. And then I watched this one, G-Man. James Cagney, 1935. Yes. His friend gets killed and he joins the FBI. Yes. Basically it. His friend gets killed, he's FBI, and he finds out that his friend dies. They killed him. And he goes after the people that killed his friend. Basically, story, plot, that's basically it, yeah. Give it an 8. And then I watched this one, Bridesmaids. I watched this over the years. I watched this like bits and pieces here and there and, stuff like that. It's Bridesmaids. But somebody actually sent this to somebody to be a bridesmaid. Will you be my, see? I never noticed that until today or yesterday. See, will you be my, and then this little letter on the back. I don't know how I feel about chocolate fountains, giant heart-shaped cookies, or puppies, Will you be my bridesmaid? So somebody actually made this up and sent it to somebody, I guess. But anyway, Bridesmaids, yeah, stars Kristen Wiig, yep, and a bunch of her friends. And, yeah, when all things considered, I thought it was funny. There was a few moments in it that were hilarious, if you want to put it that way. They went to a Spanish, Mexican / restaurant, right? And they're eating chicken and spicy food and stuff like that. And then they get to go walk across the street or go someplace. Maybe it wasn't across the street, but they get to go try on these bridesmaids dresses, right? Different dresses. So they're all standing there, and you can tell, right, as you're looking at them, right? They're getting a little sweaty looking. Their foreheads are starting to sweat a little bit, and then they're starting to burp and fart, and then all of a sudden, get out of the way! They rush into the bathroom, right? And one's sitting on the throne, one's barfing, and the other one of them's sitting in the sink, right, having a crap, and that was hilarious. And there are a few funny moments in it. I must admit, I liked it. I liked it. What did I give it? I gave it a 6. I gave it a 6, but it's funny. It's not a bad movie at all. So that's it. Oh yeah, that's it. So yeah. So this COVID stuff's getting really bad again. Shutting things down, and it's whatever you want to call it. It's you can't go to the show. Not that I've been to the show in a couple of years, but anyway, they're shutting everything down, and half of this and half of that, and you gotta wear a mask. Well, of course, you gotta wear a mask anyway. Some people are doubled up on the mask, stuff like that. But there's no Rick and Bob show tomorrow. Nope. No, I want it to be, but Rick wants it to be, but it's like, sometimes it's like, we better, wait a bit longer. Like, we better have a little rest. And when things get a little bit better, which could be next week, a week after, but soon, right? More soon than later, hopefully. Just for Bob and Rick. we can get together again, because it's fun being with Rick. He's my buddy. You know, we smoke dope together. Everybody knows that. And we listen to music, and we watch movies, and we chat and talk and eat pizza, and it's basically a fun Saturday afternoon. You know, something to look forward to. But it's not going to happen tomorrow. So hopefully things will get better in another week or two, and we can get the Rick and Bob show, or the Bob and Rick show, back up and running. Anyway, people, give your mom and dad a hug. Give your mom and dad a kiss, if you have a mom and dad. And enjoy your life, and keep watching those movies, right?
Have you no sense at all?
Keep watching movies. If you enjoy them, keep watching them. Yep. Isn't that right, Julie? Julie watches movies. She likes watching Rocky movies. I think she has a thing for Sylvester Stallone. I don't know that. But yeah, she likes Rocky. Yeah. All right. Talk to you later. Have a good week.